It's time for the X and Y Show with your host, Mr. Roosevelt. He talks about man topics, lady topics, and relationships. He talks about love, sex, and infidelities. He even gives good tips. There is no other show that compares to the X and Y Show.
Oh yeah. Sit back, take your clothes off, and relax. It's time for the X and Y Show, where real relationship issues are talked about and addressed. The only place on the planet that tackles the topics that everyone wants to talk about, but no one is brave enough to address. Nothing escapes X and Y, baby. Now, here's your host, Roosevelt Colbert.
And greetings, and greetings. Welcome to another X and Y show. I'm your host, Roosevelt. Now, for those of you who do not know, we usually broadcast every Friday a new episode. But if you're listening, hope you were listening. Last week I could not record due to a hurricane that was threatening Miami. So I said that I would give you two episodes this week. One broadcast yesterday, Friday, and this one broadcasting today, Saturday. So I am just keeping my word and broadcasting this new episode for you. So you get two episodes. But then really you should have got one last week. So I'm just catching up with you. But with that being said, let's get tonight started. Now, remember that you can also keep abreast with the X and Y show of any venue that you find comfortable in listening to. I'm on Stitcher. I'm on iTunes. I am on TuneIn, and I'm on Google Play. And my main platform is Spreaker, of course. That's where you can find the archives of any episodes that you may have missed. So there's all of the venues that I'm on currently. So feel free to listen to one of those venues that is most comfortable and enjoyable to you. And hopefully more venues will be coming down the future. So stay tuned for that. Social media, I'm also on social media as well. I'm on the main ones, which is Facebook. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. And I'm on Tumblr. And be sure to follow me on social media so you can stay abreast of what's going on with the XY Show. Be sure to subscribe to me on the other venues and platforms that you may listen to the show on, such as iTunes, TuneIn, and so forth. So don't forget to do that. Also, visit the X and Y Show's store. I have a store with brand new merchandise or different merchandise, much higher quality than the last one, if you remember. Shirts, for right now, shirts and coffee mugs and stuff like that. So be sure to go to the X and Y Show store and get you a t-shirt and show that you are a true X and Y'er, or get you a coffee mug as well. Show that you're a true X and Y'er, and everyone will know that you're serious about listening to the X and Y Show. Also on my now you can find all of that, the store, the social media, and all of the other platforms on my website, which is www.thexyshow.com. Excuse me, yawning here. That is www.thexyshow.com. You can find everything there on my website, as far as the store, as far as any platforms that you may enjoy listening to, and so forth. Everything is on my website. Also, a way to contact me is on my website. You can leave a note, a message or any constructive criticism or any, anything that you would like to say to me, recommendations on episodes, whatever the case may be sure to contact me on the XY Show page, and I will get that message and maybe I'll read it on the air. So be sure to also take a picture of your products that you buy in XY store, and I will publish it on my Instagram account. So hopefully you guys do that for me. And with that said, let's get started. Tonight's episode. This is very interesting. Is it really possible to have a monogamous relationship, a monogamous long-distance relationship? Is it really possible to have a monogamous long-distance relationship? Now, with that being said, that is a question that I ask, and I'm going to ask another question. Why would you want to have a monogamous long-distance relationship? I never seen the benefit in a long-distance relationship. It's a bunch of bullshit, if you ask me. And I think that couples attempting this are either fooling themselves or just trying to protect someone's feelings. I don't know why they do it. But I don't know why people even entertain this bullshit, because it's crazy. Now, before I get started on the next episode, I'm not talking about married people. You know, some of you out there have husbands or wives in the military, which is obviously long distance if they're deployed, and, you know, you still married and you talk to one another. That's different. I'm not talking about if you're married and, you know, your spouse is somewhere else at the moment. Or, you know, it don't have to be military. It can be something where they have to be away from home. Maybe they're setting up a new project in another state or something. I don't know. But if you're married, I'm not talking to you. That's different. You took vows, you know, for better or worse, you know, and that's kind of a worse situation where you're separated. So that's something that a married couple should be able to go through without being unfaithful. Hopefully. But, you know, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to married people, okay? I'm talking about people in relationships. Married people have something to lose. Married people have something vested. They're unmarried. If you're in a relationship, you don't owe anybody shit. You're not vested. You don't owe anyone anything. So why would you be loyal? Why would you be loyal to someone that's far away from you? You know, why would you be faithful to them? It's just a bunch of bullshit. I know I wouldn't. I wouldn't have a long distance relationship with a woman. I'm in Miami and she in fucking California, or hell, even fucking Atlanta. That's still far. Hell, it's already hard enough being in a relationship in the same city. So why in the fuck would I want to be in a relationship with someone halfway across the country? It's some dumb shit. And I never understood why people entertain it. But I tell you one thing, when a woman ever told me, when I asked her and I've been talking to her and so forth, hey, you have a boyfriend? Blah, blah. Yeah, I have a boyfriend. Yeah, he's in Tennessee. Oh, okay. You know what I'm thinking then? Do you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking I'm going to get this pussy. Because her needs are not being met. She's not getting what she needs to be, given on sometimes a daily basis. She's not getting fulfilled. That's what I'm thinking. When she tell me that her boyfriend is in Tennessee or Arizona or some bullshit, and that means I'm gonna get this pussy. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Now, if she's married, I'm not fucking with her. I don't do that. I know a lot of you people don't believe me. But I don't. That's one thing I don't do. No one will be able to accuse me of being an adulterer with someone. That's one thing I have to. Now, I'm not saying I'm a saint, but I have to draw the line somewhere. I don't fuck with nobody's wives because I don't want that shit to happen to me one day, for one. And two, I don't know. Fuck with somebody's wife. All the women in the world, why are you gonna fuck with somebody's wife? That's just low down dirty. And I just never been a fan of that. So now if she's married, I will respect that. But in a relationship with boyfriend, I don't give a fuck about that. Especially if he in another state. No. I'm gonna get this pussy. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking, ladies. That's what most men are thinking. When you tell them that your boyfriend is halfway across the country, in another damn hemisphere or some shit, they thinking, okay, I can probably get this pussy if I play it right. That's what they thinking. Now, women, on the other hand, they think the same way. But women are lazy. If you are being talked to by a woman and she asks you, so are you dating, blah, 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 you tell her, I have a girlfriend, she's in another state or something, Now, unless that woman really likes you, she's probably going to move on. Not because she's such a stellar person. She is lazy. She just don't feel like going through all that bullshit, and she'd rather find an easier target. So women are a little different than men. Women, if you have a girlfriend, in another state, if she likes you, or she's okay, attracted to you, okay, she's probably gonna move on when you tell her that. It's not worth it. He ain't all that. But if she really likes you, if she thinks you fine, if you think you're sexy, everything you want, and you tell her your girlfriend is another state, she's going to try to get you. She's going to get you. She's going to try to get you. If she's really attracted. If she's, but if she's okay attracted, no, it's too much trouble. Take your ass on somewhere. Women are lazy. But if you're really attracted to her and if she likes you, then she's going to try to get you. So it's a little different when you talk about women, but it's still basically they don't respect that shit. That's the bottom line. They don't respect long distance relationship, just like men don't. I don't, and most men don't. Most women don't respect that shit because it's bullshit. You in a damn Miami and your girlfriend is in fucking LA. What kind of shit is that? Matter of fact, the woman tells me that, I think her ass silly just entertaining that bullshit. So I'm going to get her ass out of spite. It's just silly to entertain a long distance relationship. Just like I said, it's hard enough being in the same damn state, or same city, let alone halfway across the damn nation. Some silly shit. Anyway. Now, I think that a long-distance relationship cannot be truly attained. Now, you had your exceptions to the rule. There's always exceptions, all right? Some of you out there say, well, me and my girlfriend we're together for 10 years apart, and we got together. We've been married faithfully for 10 years. It's always exceptions to the rule. I'm not saying that everyone is the same. I'm talking about generally. Generally, a long-distance relationship is a bunch of bullshit. Mainly because, a man and a woman, the human body needs a certain amount of interaction with the opposite sex. Now, and I'm not, I'm not talking about no friends interaction. I'm talking about fucking. I'm talking about sexual activity. Okay? That's why women go out every once in a while, get drunk, and get some dick. Or for women who don't drink, they just go out and meet somebody they're attracted to and they fuck them. Because they need that interaction. They need some dick. Same thing with guys. This is why guys go to strip clubs and pay a stripper $2 to stick their finger in their ass. This is why guys buy pussy. Because they need that interaction with the opposite sex. Doesn't matter if it's, if the other person likes them or not. That don't mean shit. As long as they're getting it. They need that interaction. People need that interaction amongst one another. So how are you going to get that interaction, that sexual interaction, in a long distance relationship? You can't. That's how you can't. Men and women must have physical interactions with the opposite sex. And like I said, I'm not talking about that friend bullshit. I'm talking about fucking. I'm talking about, or some sexual act with the opposite sex. Women and men both need that. You cannot get that in a long distance relationship. From a man's point of view, you're not being able to touch her. You're not being able to smell her. When I say smell, I'm talking about smell her body, her perfume that she's wearing, her lotion, her pussy. You can't smell her. You can't smell her if you're in Miami and she's in fucking Illinois, Chicago or some shit. You can't smell the pussy. You can't fuck her. You need that interaction with a woman. How are you going to get that in a long distance relationship? From a woman's point of view, you can't smell him. You can't smell that burly cologne that he wears that you like. You can't be held in his arms at night. And you can't get your daily high hard one when you need it either. You can't get it. Because he's in another damn state. Or city, town, some shit. He's not there. He's not close. So, you ask yourself, for someone who might be thinking, Roosevelt, I agree with you. So why do people get in a long distance relationship? I know women out there saying the same thing. Well, why do people do it then, Roosevelt? Well, I'm going to tell you why they do it. What are the benefits of a long distance relationship? And I'm asking that, but I want you to name one. Think to yourself. Name one benefit. Think to yourself now. Name one benefit that you feel is a benefit from a long distance relationship. Name one. Name one benefit. Think about it for about 10 seconds. Name one. Go ahead. 1, 2, 3. Now, I don't know what you guys said in your answer, but for me, the only benefit of a long distance relationship is what I call pussy or dick in the bank. It means, a bank, same thing. You put money in the bank, you save it, And when you need it, you go draw it out, right? Well, that's the same thing in the long distance relationship. Pussy or dick in the bank. When you need it, you visit them, or they visit you, and they withdraw. That's all. That's the only benefit of a long distance relationship. There's no other plus. No other plus. For women, from a women's point of view, when they're in a long distance relationship, they feel that it's a benefit to them because it's relatively safe dick when they visit or he visit. And that's until she can find someone that's close to her. As soon as she finds someone that's close to her that she's digging, she's going to dump his ass. But until then, she thinks of it like, okay, he's relatively safe. And I say relatively safe because she don't know if he's cheating or not. She just has to hope. But the thing is, she knows him. She knows him. He just moved in another city, or he moved away. Whatever the case may be, they're separated. But at least she knows this guy, so she's going to entertain a long distance relationship until she can find another suitor. In the meanwhile, she feels that he's relatively safe. I know him, so when I visit, I'll fuck him. When he visits, we'll fuck, and we just do that until I can find someone else. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's dick that you know from a woman's point of view. Now, from a man's point of view, a long distance relationship, same thing. It's LDA. It's LDA, long distance ass. They feel if they visit in a certain city that their quote girlfriend's in, then they have a guaranteed piece of pussy when they get there. That's all it is. When you visit, when their so-called girlfriend visits them, they have assurance that they'll get some pussy. That's all it is. It's nothing else that I can think that could be enough benefit to be in a long distance relationship other than known sex. When I say known sex, it's someone that you know pretty much or know well enough where you kind of trust them until something else comes along. Till you meet someone else that's suitor. In the meantime, I'm gonna stay with this guy. Yeah, we far away, but hey, I'll visit, he'll visit. We just do it like that. We're just gonna do it like that for now until I can find somebody else. So with ladies, the same thing. Long distance relationship, they see it as relatively safe dick, where they can withdraw every once in a while. Same thing with guys. They see it as long distance ass. When they visit, they got a guaranteed piece of pussy waiting on them. When she visits, they got a guaranteed piece of pussy. That's the only benefit. That's the only benefit of a long distance relationship. If you know any other true benefit of it, then email me. And if it's a good enough reason, I'll send you a t-shirt. On me. On me. If it's a good enough reason. If it's bullshit, I ain't sending you nothing. But if it's a good enough reason, I'll send you. Tell me what other reason would you be in a long distance relationship with? It's total bullshit. Why would you be with someone that you can't touch every day? You can't smell every day. You can't talk to face every day. You can't fuck every day. That's why I said every day. That's how I do it. But for some of you, it's every other day or whatever the case may be. But the thing is, you can't fuck them Why would you be in something like that? That sounds like a bunch of bullshit. Now, I know some of you are saying, well, life is strange. Life is strange sometimes. Sometimes you just have to cope. Yeah, okay. Alright, but that's not coping. You're volunteering to be in a relationship that's not beneficial to either party. So you're not coping, you're just settling for now. I just do this for now and something else come along, blah, blah. And then other factors may come into play. You keep on settling like that. Next thing you know, 10 years are going by. You know, so it's a waste of time as well. Now, I know some of you are saying, well, you know, there's things you can do to kind of get by the sexual part. And you're talking about phone sex, and that's the dumbest shit. And I've had many women who wanted to do that with me, and I just can't do it. And they get mad. But I tell them, I'm not doing that. I'm not fucking over the phone. That's bullshit. Come on, take your pants off. Take your pants off, honey. Yeah, play with that dick. Play with that dick. You playing with that dick? Yeah. You playing with that dick? Yeah. Fuck out of here. That's the dumbest shit. Why would you be in a relationship such as that where you got to have phone sex with someone far away? Why not be in a relationship with someone close where you can fuck close? Phone sex does nothing for me. Never liked it, never will. So don't tell me phone sex will somehow take the place of fucking while you're in a long distance relationship. No. And it doesn't make things better either. Fuck that. If anything, it makes things worse. So no, phone sex is not the answer. The answer is your ass being in the same spot. Period. So if you're in a relationship with someone and they all of a sudden tell you, you know, hey, I like you very much. I think you're a groovy person. I'm really digging you, blah, 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 blah. But my job is moving me to California. You're in Miami. What are you going to do? I'll tell you what I'll do. Well, it was nice knowing you. I wish you well. You know, and that's the end of it. I'm not going to entertain no long distance relationship. Now, what I will do, I will kind of try to leave or cut off the relationship in a way where I can still get the pussy. Huh? That's what I'm supposed to do. I'm a man. Yeah, I'll say, oh, okay, good luck to you. Now, you know, when you get it settled, come back and visit. You know, come back and visit so I can tear that ass up. I won't tell her that. But yeah, I'll keep in good relations until, long as I can. Long as I can get the pussy. So that's my way of dealing with a long distance relationship. But in my mind, when that happens, it's over. It's over. It's no long distance relationship. Unless I move to California, and that's not going to happen. So it's no long distance relationship. In my mind, I'm saying it's over. So when she moves away, you know, I'm thinking, okay, I got me a piece of ass in California. Let me try to get another one here in Miami, you know, and you know, my girl in California comes into town, I got two pieces of ass. That's how I'm thinking. That's how most guys are thinking. Ladies the same way. They're not innocent. They find out you're moving to another state or whatever the case may be, city, or they moving or whatever the case may be. They're thinking in their mind it's pretty much over. But I know this guy, he's safe, he's really good, he's clean, I know him. So what I'll do, I come back home or come back here every once in a while and fuck him, when I'm really feeling down, and I really need someone to hold me. I come back and give him some pussy, then I go back. And meantime, while I'm still with this guy, but I'm really looking for someone in my new city. That's how they think. It's the same shit. They just with you temporarily, until someone better come along, basically. So, both men and women are the same. They just with you until something better come along. Or some, not necessarily something better, but something closer comes along. That's what it's all about. So tell me, what is the long distance relationship? What are the benefits of it? I never understood why people entertain that bullshit. It's the most ridiculous scenarios I've ever heard in my life. A long distance relationship. And I'm not talking about just the monogamous part of you being faithful. I'm talking about what about your human needs that you need? You need to hold a woman. You need to hold a man. You need to smell a woman. You need to smell a man. You need some pussy. Women need some dick. There's no way around it. Nothing you can do to change that. That's just the way it is. That's the way we are made up. We need interaction with that woman. Need interaction with that man. You can't get around that. You can't get around that. So, and again I say, I'm not talking to married people, okay, because it's totally different for them. Married people, they're separated. One is I use the military because it's normally the main thing that splits up families, really. If one of the married couple is deployed, sometimes both. But during that period of time, you're married, you're vested. You're vested in that union with that man or woman. So you shouldn't be fucking around. I'm talking about the people that is just in a relationship. Someone who just has a boyfriend or someone just has a girlfriend. It's not serious. It's not anything significant. That's who I'm talking to. So why would you even consider being in a long distance relationship? It's just the biggest bullshit I've seen. It's ridiculous. How you gonna be in a relationship? How the relationship is gonna grow with you 3 or 4, 5,000 miles away? Really? So, unless you're married, like I said, I'm not talking to those folks. I'm talking to people that has a girlfriend, boyfriend. A long distance relationship is nothing but a bunch of bullshit. That's all it is, nothing less. Bunch of bullshit. Now, when you talk about a long distance relationship, what is the good in it? What is it good for? What is it good for? I mean, like I said before, give me one good reason someone would even entertain that idea. What is it good for? What are the intentions of the parties? Right? Now, I said before, the main reason why someone be in a long distance relationship is a steady piece of ass far away. But you have to ask, what are the intentions? What are the intentions of the concerned parties? The male and the female. What are the intentions? Like me, my intention is just having a piece of pussy abroad. That's my intention. A woman, same thing. I got me some dick in another state or town. I know him. He's cool. So when I visit, I give him some pussy. When he visits, I give him some blah, blah, blah. Whatever the case may be, what are the intentions? What are the intentions? What is the benefit? I keep coming back to that question because I just need help. What is the benefit of a long distance relationship? The dumbest shit I ever heard. Think about it. From a man or a woman's point of view, you're not holding him or her. You're not holding them saying, I love you, or you're beautiful today, or you're not doing anything. You're not holding them. You're not smelling them. Right? You're not fucking. So what is the benefit? What is the good of a long distance relationship? What is the good? So when I ask that question, is it really possible to have a monogamous relationship, monogamous long distance relationship? And if you're listening, I kind of answered it. No. No, it's not possible. Especially if you're talking about me. That's why I don't entertain a long distance relationship, because I know it's a bunch of bullshit. I'm not even going to waste my time. But a long distance relationship is just another way of putting pussy or dick in the bank and to be withdrawn later. That's all it is. You can't hold a person. You can't smell a person. You can't talk to them in person. You can't fuck them. You can't do anything physical with that person, which human bodies need a certain amount of interaction with the opposite sex. I mean, even on a video game, for those of you who have played The Sims, if the person that you're controlling don't interact with people on a daily basis, that person that you're controlling will yell at you in the on the computer, on the screen or whatever. He'll yell at you like, "Hey, I need to talk to somebody," or, have interaction with her. So even on a computer game, you have to have a certain amount of interaction. You have to. It's not possible not to. You have to have a certain amount of interaction with the opposite sex. You cannot do that in a long distance relationship. So to answer my own question, is it really possible to have a monogamous long distance relationship? The answer is no. Especially for me. I'm definitely not. I told you before, a relationship is no, means shit to me. So I'm not being monogamous. If someone better comes along, like I stated earlier, if someone better comes along, then the long distance relationship is pretty much over, right? So, to answer that question, can you have a monogamous long distance relationship? Maybe. But hardly, but very unlikely. Very unlikely. Serious. So the next time, for those of you who are out there listening to the show and you're in a long distance relationship, I think that you are silly. Yes, I said it. I think you're a silly motherfucker. I said it. Yes, I did. Because there is no true benefit in it. No true happiness in a long distance relationship. Nothing. So why would people entertain it? There's a lot of silly motherfuckers out there right now that's listening to this show. Oh, my boyfriend is in California. I'm in Alabama, and we never had a problem. Stupid motherfucker. It's the biggest dumb shit I ever heard in my life. A long distance relationship. You cannot be monogamous. I won't. Huh? I'm not gonna be monogamous. In a long distance relationship? Why? She's not there. She's not fulfilling my needs. I can't touch her. I can't smell her. I can't fuck her. So why in the hell I'm gonna be faithful to her? No. If I'm in a long distance relationship, it cannot be truly monogamous. No. No way. Especially not just me. I mean, most men, most women feel this way. Long distance relationship, what? It's over. See you in the next. It's over. I'm not entertaining that because it's bullshit. But anyway, I'll leave you with that tonight. Ask yourself, those of you who are in a relationship right now that's long distance, those of you who are in a big or a long time relationship, ask yourself, what is the true benefit of it? I mean, what is it doing so significant that it's making you entertain the idea? Anyway, so that concludes tonight's episode. I asked the question, is it really possible to have a monogamous long distance relationship? And I said personally, no. I wouldn't. If he's far away, I'm going to cheat. If another pussy, no, it's not possible. I'm not going to entertain it. So, is it possible? No. Then I ask another question. Why would you want a monogamous relationship that is long distance? Why would you want that shit? Anyway. So, I will conclude tonight's episode. Now, I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to follow the X and Y Show. Subscribe to all of the platforms that you're more comfortable with. I'm on TuneIn, iTunes, Google Play, and to Stitcher. And I'm also, my main platform is on the Spreaker network. You can also hear any archived episodes on that as well. And be sure to follow me on my social media. I'm on Tumblr, I'm on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Be sure to visit the X and Y Show, excuse me, the X and Y store and get your selection as for the X and Y T-shirt, and to show that you're a true X and Wyer. And I'll post that pic on the Instagram account. So, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed tonight's episode. I will see you next week on Friday. Remember, Fridays is my main day that I release new episodes. This week is kind of a bonus, or kind of a, I had to improvise because I basically couldn't record a show last week because of the hurricane. But that's all behind us now. So be sure to follow me on any social media. Be sure to subscribe to any platform that you're used to. And be sure to visit X and Y store. And be sure to send me a note. Tell me how I'm doing. And give me any constructive criticisms or praises. Whatever the case may be. Send me a note. I will read it on air. So, with that being said, that concludes another segment of the XY Show. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you next Friday. And always remember, you cannot have LOVE without X and Y. This is the X and Y Show signing off. I am your host, Roosevelt, and I will see you next week. Later.
You've been listening to The X and Y Show with your host, Roosevelt Colbert, the place where real relationship issues are talked about and addressed. Join us next time. You can now put your clothes back on. Or not.